The liver is not just a filter that cleanses the blood. This organ digests and distributes all the fats we consume. Liver health greatly depends on the quality of fats in the foods we eat. Many people mistakenly believe that animal fat is harmful, while vegetable fat is inherently beneficial. However, when it comes to the liver, these stereotypes don't hold up. So, which foods contain the healthiest fats? Beef. Even moderate alcohol consumption negatively affects the liver, and beef fat can help protect it from severe consequences. The saturated fatty acids in beef make liver cells more resistant to alcohol's effects and protect them from free radicals produced during alcohol poisoning. Meanwhile, some vegetable fats actually worsen alcohol's toxic effects on the liver. For example, corn oil. This was proven by an experiment conducted by scientists from the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. They divided rats into 4 groups. All rats were given alcohol for 70 days, with corn oil added to their diet as fat. The only difference was that the first group continued to receive only corn oil for all 70 days, while the other 3 groups gradually had this oil replaced with beef fat in varying amounts. At the end of the experiment, the rats fed only vegetable oil had livers in poor condition, while the other 3 groups showed a clear trend. The more beef fat the rats received, the healthier their livers were. What's so beneficial about beef fat? It contains omega-3 fatty acids, conjugated linoleic acid, vitamins A and E. These compounds have anti-inflammatory properties, improve fat metabolism, prevent excess fat accumulation in the liver, and protect against fibrosis. Grass-fed beef is much healthier for the liver than beef raised on artificial feeds. Pork. The benefits of pork fat for the liver are slightly lower because it contains less omega-3. We'll explain later why this is so important. Nevertheless, the liver handles pork fat much better than, for example, corn oil. Fatty saltwater fish. Fish oil is a natural preventive measure against fatty liver disease. It contains eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. These are 2 of the most beneficial omega-3 acids with strong anti-inflammatory properties. They also prevent liver cell death when exposed to toxins. The best sources of fish oil are salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, shad, and especially cod liver. Olive oil. This product consists of more than half oleic acid, which reduces the sensitivity of hepatocytes, the cells that make up the liver, to toxins and free radicals. Additionally, olive oil contains a large amount of antioxidants and a substance called squalene, which lowers liver cholesterol and triglycerides and has anti-cancer effects. Flaxseed oil. Insulin resistance is when the body's cells don't respond well to insulin. If you have problems with excess weight, you're already at risk. This condition threatens not only diabetes, but also liver obesity, which can progress to fibrosis and cirrhosis. Flaxseed oil is relevant here. It's the best natural source of alpha-linolenic acid, which protects the liver from inflammation, improves lipid profiles, and increases cellular sensitivity to insulin. Now, let's look at the foods that harm our liver. Corn oil. On average, each American consumes 25 liters of this product per year. The main harm of corn oil is the imbalance of essential omega-6 and omega-3 acids. Specifically, corn oil has 40 times more omega-6 than omega-3. To clarify, in the human diet, omega-6 should be 2 to 5 times higher than omega-3. Why is it so important to maintain this balance? Essential acids balance each other out. While omega-6 stimulates inflammation in the body, omega-3, on the other hand, has an anti-inflammatory effect. Consequently, by consuming huge quantities of corn oil, and thus omega-6, we are provoking inflammatory reactions that gradually lead to the development of a range of modern diseases such as joint problems, diabetes, atherosclerosis, heart conditions, brain diseases, and many types of cancer. Inflammation can affect the liver as well. Disturbing the balance of omega-6 and omega-3 leads to fat accumulation and impaired microcirculation in the organ. Research confirms that a chronic imbalance favoring omega-6 can lead to obesity, inflammation, and liver necrosis. To eliminate this imbalance, minimize corn oil consumption and include fatty fish in your diet, as well as healthy oils like olive, flaxseed, canola, and walnut oil. Industrial trans fats. Even if you never buy spreads and margarine, you're probably consuming trans fats. In the ingredients of prepared store-bought products, you'll find them listed as partially hydrogenated oils or vegetable oils in natural and modified form. Trans fats are obtained by treating vegetable oil with hydrogen. As a result, it becomes similar to butter, but only in appearance. In fact, this fat is foreign to our bodies and never occurs in nature. The human body doesn't digest trans fats well. They circulate in the blood for a long time, gradually embedding themselves in the cell membranes of various organs, including the liver. Subsequently, cell membranes become too rigid and less permeable to nutrients. Simply put, trans fats make cells dysfunctional. Gradually, this leads to clogged blood vessels, metabolic disorders, increased risk of diabetes, various inflammatory diseases, and cancer. Frying oil. When heated, any vegetable oil oxidizes to form these same trans fats. But additionally, it produces the carcinogen acrylamide. This chemical is used in the manufacture of plastics in industry. The less frequently frying oil is changed, the more acrylamide and trans fats it contains. For example, when making potato chips and fries in fast food restaurants, the oil is rarely changed. After repeated heating, it turns into a cocktail of carcinogens. Scientists have found that French fries contain on average 100 times more acrylamide than our liver can neutralize, and potato chips contain 500 times as much. It's hard to imagine the terrible strain on the liver, which we burden with detoxifying such a treat. Let's summarize. What can we do to keep our liver healthy? Consume grass-fed beef, but in moderation, and cook with beef fat when possible. Replace corn oil with products that have healthier levels of omega-3, such as olive oil, flax seed oil, and canola oil. Avoid fried foods, and if you can't imagine life without fried foods, change the oil in your frying pan more frequently. Avoid products with modified oils. Enrich your diet with seafood. In fact, the liver is very resilient. It's the only organ that can fully regenerate, even if only 25% of healthy tissue remains. But on the other hand, liver diseases are very insidious. They often progress without symptoms. To maintain a healthy liver, and therefore a healthy body overall, we simply need to avoid harming it. To do this, we should carefully monitor our diet, especially the fat composition of our food.
This content is for informational and educational purposes only. Consult with a doctor or healthcare professional before following any recommendations provided in this video. Tell us about your experience in the comments and subscribe to our channel.